Hollerin with Hollenbeck.
Holleback. Joey Hollenbeck. Am I a good mic levels?
Yes.
I'm good levels right
Yes.
now. Okay, good.
Yeah.
What about now?
You sound good.
How
It's
do
like-
I look?
You look good.
Thanks.
You look like you are about to go to take a school picture right now.
Wow, okay.
All right. So, everyone, thanks for listening to another episode of Hollerin with Hollenbeck. It's been years since we've seen him. It's been at least since 2020.
It feels like it has been.
Yeah. And we're back. We're ready to rock. We're ready to roll. What you want? What you want? What is Hollerin with Hollenbeck?
Just continually dropping hits after hits.
I wish I had my teenagers here, man. I was blessed with that working from home stuff. So if you haven't listened before, what this is, it's Hollerin with Hollenbeck. It's Joey Hollenbeck of the Hollenbeck. My name is Travis Kenny. That's where the Hollerin comes into play. And what we do is we go back and forth talking. It's been about a year and a half of just us dropping banger after banger after banger. Please listen through all of them. There's well over 66.
We like to call this one the comeback tour.
This is the comeback tour. It's been a while. In fact, there was one night where we did record, and it was just we knew that we wouldn't be able to catch up again. So it's like, why even record? Let's get back to where we get in that rhythm again. So it was good to at least catch up, and it's one of those. It's on the hidden track that maybe if you pay us $1,000, we'll leak it out to you. Because let me tell you, that is also we were drinking a little bit. It turned into a little bit quite of a shit show. Anyway, but we're glad to have him back.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I am speaking for myself, and you couldn't speak at all for you.
Come on, bro.
So, we got the new setup. If you guys haven't checked it out on Instagram or Facebook or anything like that, go check it out. See some pictures up there. We're revamping the podcast room just a tad to have more guests. We can have now up to 10 people if we wanted to, all mic'd up, ready to roll. So these are more for live events. Come check those out when we do them. Anyway, check out Cole Street, check out Bordeaux Wine Bar, and Mazatlan last night.
Was that you last night?
So that wasn't me across the table. That was Chris Struley. So it was Sean McDonald from Cole Street and then Chris, and they took that picture.
They both ordered it?
I'm
telling you, the Hollenbeck Chalupa has become a phenomenon.
Delicious. And actually, Andy's coming over tonight to record one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So
nice.
We got to get a catch up with him. It's freezing in here.
Yeah, can we close the door?
You wore the
you're like, what time are you going to be here? I told you. You're like, cool, I'm going to get the heat on in here.
Now
I show up in shorts and flip-flops, and the dude's got the door open. And it's snow on the ground.
Well, there is snow on the ground. There is some snow on the ground, but I also got nobody watched my 5-year-old. My fence blew down, so I gotta keep I got her running around outside. I gotta keep an eye on.
You know what you should do is get one of those like 20-foot leashes and just put it like on her backpack. She can just run right outside the door back and forth.
I'm ready to sit her down in the corner and just throw on some some Scooby Doo, but again, she likes to crank that at high volume. But the Mazatlan. So I message what's his name, Sean, and I go, hey, order me one. I'm on my way. So.
All three.
So that I showed up.
We had a triple Hollenbeck Chalupa at the table.
Yes. We'll call that a Holland side. A triple Holland side.
I feel like I should have stopped by and signed your guys' napkins or something. No?
Like this, hey, you guys need to oh, just look over there.
Did you guys all go chicken or what?
I went chicken. I don't know what the other
Chicken's the only one I've had beef maybe one time. No, I don't think I've ever actually had it, ever. I go chicken every time.
What's it going to take you to try a beef one? Have a chicken one on deck just in case you don't like it?
Yeah. No, dude, I've done it for years. I got to stick with chicken.
Dude, that sour cream and avocado.
I mean, look at this physique. You think I'm eating beef?
Yeah, how is keto? I heard we were talking like the past few months you were doing keto. You still on the keto train?
I am.
How's that going?
How does it look like it's going?
It looks like it's going rough. You look like you've lost some lbs, but I think whatever you've lost in your weight, you've gained in hair. So it kind of like it's kind of like traded off. So.
It's funny how you bring up the hair when you have none.
I'm sorry, I'm infatuated with it right now.
It's going good. I feel great. It's tougher than you think. Like, you got to eat so much fat. I don't feel like I eat bad necessarily. It's just I'm not eating enough fat.
So what does that mean? Like fat? Like you need to go like...
No, you want to eat like oil, like coconut oils, like macadamia nuts, like
avocados?
MCT oil, avocados, things like that. And so that's tough.
Yeah. So like, what's your favorite meal so far that you're like, oh, dude, this is...
But you know me, I'm a foodie. So I enjoy doing the keto side of it just because I can get creative with food, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what I like.
You know what we should do?
Of course, I'm like great with the ribeye. Like, of course, a ribeye, or I like to grill. So if I can get anything on the grill,
I think keto is such a thing where people are probably like intimidated by it, where to have someone just kind of like walk them through it here and there. I know that, Keto Tommy does it on Instagram. Go check that out. But what if you did like a video coming up here of you just putting something together, like a little 3-minute video, 5-minute video people can watch?
Are you going to film me?
I'll film you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Right.
We can do a little keto meal.
Little keto meal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let us know if you'd like to see that, because we will make it happen.
Absolutely. And then
I will tell you this.
Yeah.
Air fryer is a game changer.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Is that keto? I didn't know they had air fryers back in keto times.
They do. They did. Turns out they would just keep it.
Dino farts.
They just keep it way above the fire.
the keto air fryer. You know what's really good is this microwave. No, I actually like the air fryer, but I usually only do like wings, or like maybe I'll do like
so many
fries. But I don't know how. So maybe that would be another series. We could do a bonus series of air frying.
Air frying keto, dude. There's
hot air with.
I got this
Hollerin, Hollenbeck, hot air Hollenbeck.
I have this. I have a recipe that makes a like keto pizza, and it tastes like legit like pizza, but it's like
it made out of cauliflower. Like,
no. It's all cheese. It's unreal, bro.
The whole thing is cheese. I mean, like it's a
cheese
crust.
Pepperoni. Yeah, like everything. Like,
whoa.
I'll make it. Pardon me?
Yeah, it's okay.
Dude, I've been here for 3 minutes. And
I know.
I already got your cough that
you've
had since I met you.
It's nice to be actually 6 feet apart in this thing now, too, right?
I mean, it's always nice to be 6 feet apart from you.
So what else? I mean, like, what's been going on for you? Like, we haven't talked forever. Is it just like,
bro,
like working like a crazy man?
Trying to, yeah. Work is crazy. A lot of things coming down the pipe work wise. Yeah, bro, just day to day, buddy.
Yeah,
that grind. I'm dealing with my dad has some health issues, so I'm dealing with a lot of stuff with that.
Yeah. How's he doing?
He's progressing. He's still got a long ways to go, but he's progressing.
That's good.
I guess I can explain it. So for the listeners, my dad had a stroke, and so it's been an ongoing thing. Probably in January. So it's been an ongoing, like, day to day, and the struggle with the COVID stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
And everything that's happened with that. It's just
hurdles.
It's just been a hurt. Yeah, exactly. That great word for it. Yeah. Ton of hurdles. Just, you can't be in person with them. You can't be in person with the nurses or the doctors. And so it's like a waiting game and waiting for them to call and this and that. It's just my sister and I. So,
doing your best.
We've been doing, yeah, I've been spending a lot of time doing that too. But, other than that, I'm great. What about you, boss?
Just got back from Vegas.
Oh, talk to me, high roller. Any big money coming down the pipe?
So that's a good thing. Okay, guys, I got to vent and rant, and I know this is Hollerin with Hollenbeck, but I'm the Hollerin. I'm Travis Hollerin Kenny.
No, you're not. You're just Travis Kenny.
No, I'm Hollerin Kenny. And but here, I gotta just. So here's what we did. Okay, we booked with Southwest. Southwest moved our flights like 4 times prior to us going.
First mistake. Go on.
Okay, sorry about that. Thank you. I didn't know there was mistake. We're doing mistakes. First mistake, and I'm writing this down. First mistake, and check. I've made one.
Southwest. You never fly Southwest.
So, windstorm.
Last on the list.
Snowstorm, windstorm, Armageddon hits Friday. We're supposed to leave Monday, and we had buddies that were flying out. Bert and a few others. They were going out Saturday. They got stopped. Like they're like, sorry, we're canceling all your flights. No one's flying out of freaking. We've never seen wind or snow in Seattle before, and we can't handle it. But it was a pretty bad windstorm. But it's still, they canceled it, couldn't do it. So then Sunday, Jamie's trying to check into Southwest, check into the flight, and it's saying declined, or denied. So she goes on there, and they've moved the flight. We're supposed to fly back Thursday the 18th. We're leaving Monday the 15th.
This is last week.
A few days. This is last week. Yep. And then all of a sudden, it's like push our flight up to the 17th. We're flying back the 18th. We're going to be able to go to Vegas for one day and spend this money to go. No, F that. So then I got on AlaskaAir.com.
Now you're talking.
Okay, there we go. So you got to fix
totally
mistakes.
redeemed yourself.
So Alaska Air, I get on there, I check it out. This is Sunday we were supposed to fly out Monday. We're supposed to fly out at like noon. I see there's a flight at 6:30 a.m. That's me. I'm like, yeah, let's go hit it hard. I'll go much rather go at 6:30 a.m. than 6 p.m. So
because then you were there by 8:30.
Dude, I was and we
Bloody Marys by 9.
Dude, it was
Cigar by 10:30, 11.
Oh my gosh, dude!
How many cigars did you put down?
I put down one.
Okay.
I wanted to do more.
Wow. I am impressed.
But let me tell you this: every cigar spot, even like those little like mall kiosk things, closed. It's COVID, man. So it's like there's a lot of the areas that just you see it. You could reach through the glass and grab one if you wanted, but there's just no one there to sell it to you. So anyway, we stay at the Flamingo, have a great time. Run into Veronica, Big V. Big V drove down there, hour outside of Vegas. Her friggin' car breaks down $8,000 later, and that was not on the crap stable. That was with their crap car, which was actually a decent car. Engine went out. They're like, no, we're just going to buy a new one. They buy a convertible and drive it back to Washington.
The convertible part was probably awesome for about an hour and a half.
That's exactly what they said. That's exactly what they said. We caught up with them back actually at Cole Street after Vegas, and they were just windows down, rosy red cheeks, just hour and a half. They're like, okay, this is going back up, and then they drove back into freaking Washington.
Into rain and snow.
Garbage. But then, and this is, when we play locally at like casinos and stuff, I never play with my player's card because I'm always afraid that they're going to track you. Like, this guy just paid.
I feel that. But do you think differently now?
With Vegas, I do because you're going to lose your money anyways.
But then they give you perks. They'll send you the stuff like, come stay at the Flamingo.
Exactly.
2 nights free. Get back here.
Yeah, so we were there. We run into somebody else we know, a former coworker, and her husband booked the trip online. He was telling us this, and they said, so then, since they booked it online, he's going to play his player's card. The floor walked up to him. Some worker at the Venetian walked up and said, "Hey, are you Mr. So-and-so?" And then he's like, "Yeah." They're like, "We noticed you booked your ticket online. Please never do that again. Contact us. We will comp you." This dude's like some black card holder. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, so once I heard that, I'm like...
It's like the NFLPA card, but no.
but way better.
They actually let you in.
I'm sitting there, I have an epiphany. I'm like, I'm going to lose my money in Vegas anyways. I always do. I never walk out a winner.
That's a shit attitude. Write that down.
Okay, mistake number 2.
You gotta come in with an attitude. I'm taking this place down.
Oh, okay, all right. I'll do that next time. And
come on, it's just like anything else in life. If you wake up in the morning and just like,
well, it's a little different because there's luck involved on this one.
No, if you only play, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not like
you only play slot machines.
I'm not grinding on the poker table somewhere, just grinding it out.
I'm sure you've grinded.
I'm not even grinding on top of that poker table.
That's what I was going to say. I'm sure you've grinded on the poker table before. A couple Four Locos, man.
Couple Four Locos, man. You don't know. You don't know until the Four Loco. That's no free ads. But anyway, so I realized, man, epiphany time. I'm losing money, but I should be getting comps and perks. I want someone to walk up to me. I had FOMO. I'm like, fear of missing out. I want this guy to show up and say, "Hey, are you Travis Kenny?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Travis Kenny." He goes, "Dude, you booked it online. Get a clue, bro." So we got a card going, and we racked up some serious points, man, already. And then we got our Southwest Airlines plane tickets comped, or not comped, but credited. So now we got almost like a free trip again.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because of the points we earned and the airlines that got canceled. So there you go. That was my...
Looks like you had a little damage here with the old wind snowstorm.
Yeah, fence came down and all that. How was...
Speaking of snowstorm, have you seen the stuff that's going on in Texas?
Dude, that's insane.
I know, but have you seen some of the stuff that's going on in Texas?
I've seen...
No. Have you seen the dudes that have snowballs in their hand with a torch and it just burns the snow? It doesn't melt it?
That's because it's too cold.
With a torch, bro. You know how hot a torch gets? Or a lighter? A snowball with a Zippo lighter, and it just burns the snow. Have you ever seen that before?
I think it's just because it's so cold.
No, it's inside of a house, dude. The dude's got a snowball inside of a home.
So what do you think it is?
I don't know, bro. There's conspiracies going around about something about the weather.
I'm throwing this down. This is 2021. I have given up.
That's some Jetsons shit right
now
there.
too. I'm giving up conspiracy theories. I'm giving them up.
Well, why isn't the snow melting?
Probably because it's so freaking cold outside.
Dude, with a torch, you know how hot a torch gets?
Did you try burning in the snow outside right now?
Dude, I walked outside and the snow went away. That's how hot I am. I'm just kidding. No, but honestly, a torch, that gets like 1,000 degrees. What do you mean? I don't care how cold the snow is.
It's interesting. It's all interesting. What do you think? It's like fiberglass?
I asked the weather station.
What are they saying? I haven't even gone down this drive.
When was the last time that Texas had snow, period?
This stuff happens. It happens occasionally, randomly. When was the last time freaking
you did abs?
That never. 8 years old when I used to run
That's
everywhere.
like Texas getting snow.
You don't randomly get abs. That would be a conspiracy if I got one, though. If I woke up one day.
If I got one.
I actually got a half of one. one large half ab.
That's your rib gauge, bud.
Yeah. That's my gut. But yeah.
No, you look good.
No, I don't. But I bought this.
Ooh, that's
$15.
15 smacks?
$15.
Did you win any money?
No, absolutely not. But I won comps, so it's like winning money. So yes, I won money.
Good.
Yeah, see, it gets me back down there. The more you bet, the more you win. The more you lose, the more you win in comps.
I like it.
So anyway, what do you got going on? What's 2021 looking like for you?
Day by day, buddy.
Day by day. Did you have any windstorm damage? Did you have any work trucks blow over and catch on fire? Did you?
No, we didn't have anything crazy as far as no, we were good. Our office is in Auburn. I don't think Auburn got hit with wind like.
Did it slow you guys down at all?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit after the aftermath of it because there's snow still on the ground with the construction stuff. It's hard for them to do much.
Get around and do all that stuff.
Yeah, it slowed us for a day or two, but other than that, we started ripping again.
That's good. You wearing your mask nice and tight? You got 3 of them on right now?
I prefer not to wear a mask, ever.
we would all prefer you to wear a mask.
I would prefer you to get vaccinated and then wear a mask. So stupid.
Same old, right?
Yeah,
Nothing's changed.
No.
It's the same old.
How about you?
Nothing, man. I don't know. I mean, it was nice to have a week off of work. It's just nice to kind of take that break and disconnect.
You took midwinter break just like the kids, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You did?
Heck yeah.
Oh, boy.
Heck yeah, dude. But I would try to figure out this freaking piece of crap. It's actually not a piece of crap. It works well, but that was it for all this new equipment. You got to like it, but man, you got to work it out.
I got something for you.
What do you got?
If you could go back to high school, college, whatever, and you knew exactly what it was that you wanted to be when you grew up, right? Which some people do, I feel like, right? Like some people are like legit, like I'm going to be a doctor,
right,
or I'm going to be a whatever, right?
Yeah.
That they have control over. Business, whatever that looks like. What would you do differently? What would you do school wise differently? Like what would you do? Like I don't know what you got your degree in, or if you got a degree, or what you would do differently in high school, like however that looked, right?
Yeah.
Like what would you do differently?
I would get into stand-up comedy almost immediately.
Classes,
do anything. I would do
classes,
acting,
yeah, like coaches, the whole nine.
I would grind for every night on doing stand up comedy. Because
why don't you still do that? You can still do that, bro.
Well, I mean, I'm having an outlet here. I've got a family. Can't really, there's some things where, and plus where I'm located, I just can't go to Tacoma every night and in Seattle. So
yeah, but that's not even happening right now. So right now would be a prime time to work on your chops.
Well, I feel like that's what the podcast is. It's just helping with my conversations.
Sure, I understand that.
So, but I don't know. I just have fun. I think I'd probably do that. What would you do?
So I got my degree in sport management and leadership.
Yeah.
But I felt like I was like school, essentially like my degree and everything was almost a lost cause because I was so focused on going to the NFL, so focused on my next step sports wise, which panned out for a long time. But to come out into the real world at 29, 30 years old, that's like, then what? You're just going to step into a role like as a, I reached my goal my dream
right.
as becoming a football player, right?
Right.
my degree part of it, like if I could do it all over again, I would probably do like a construction management, knowing what I know now, knowing what I do now, something that would like makes literally sense. Set me off, something like an engineer, something like that. But dude, that's a big pill to swallow when you're playing football in college and traveling and doing all those other things as well. So, I mean, I don't regret it, but if I could take it back and do it again, that's what I would do. If I knew that come 2002, when I graduated, or 2001, 2002 season when I graduated, that I wasn't going anywhere else and I was going strictly into the real world, I would have done something totally different. But in my heart of hearts, I had that feeling like I was going. I wanted to go. I knew I was going. Not to be conceited. I just like in my heart of hearts,
you have a drive. Now, here's the crazy thing. The reason I'm going to ask you this question is because I had just recorded a couple podcasts with Sean McDonald for Brouhaha. In it, we brought a guy named Luke who does the Lost Woods Brewery in Bonnie Lake, and we talked to him last night, and we released that on Monday or this last week. Oh no, actually, I'm going to release this tomorrow. So yes, this last Monday. Then you've got we had another brewer come on. Name's Arthur. He's down in Auburn. He also has a brewery. The thing is that these guys were home brewers. They like one day were like, "Hey, I'm pretty good at brewing. Let's go out there and get going on it." So they're like, "Oh yeah, hey, I'm gonna just take the leap. I'm gonna go buy all the brewing equipment from upgrade," and they just went for it. And then both of them had said this in their interviews. They said that they look back now and they go, "That was crazy. What the heck was I thinking?" And so I wrestle with that all the time, especially when it comes to this podcast. Like, what if I just quit my job and just went and got a loan and just like, you know what? I'm taking this to the next level. We're going to go get swag. I'm going to go get electric or, video equipment. And we're just going to go ham. And we're just going to go talk to everybody. We're just going to go promote. We're going to just go and just do what we can do.
But bro, that's business is business, right? You got to take the leap of faith. You got to put your nuts on the line, per se, to go out there and like do it.
Right.
Go do it. And that's way easier said than done. No question.
Way easier.
Way easier. Like you have a family, like whatever. You have an income that you're used to. Like then you're going to cut that off and dive into something that's totally different, which would be hard. It's a big pill to swallow.
It's a risk. But when I look at you, I actually thought about you when I was thinking about all this process of just, of the fantasies that I have about you.
So you're going to become a stripper.
Yeah. And my name's going to be Hollerin. I was thinking about you when you were looking at doing, and you actually kind of already answered it, but when you were looking at your college, you're playing, but you're also there getting your school going. Were you like, man, it's a major risk for me to like, it's hard to get in the NFL. It's hard to get in the NFL.
Yeah.
And so were you looking at it going, yeah, it's a risk for me to just bank on me going in the NFL, so I should get my schooling and should do this, do that, or were you like, nah, man, like, duh, I'm in the NFL?
One thing about me is that I promised myself I was going to get a degree no matter what.
Okay.
Unless I would have been, if my agent or something was like, you're going to the NFL. You're going to be a first rounder. Yeah. You're going to make $30 million, whatever that looks like as a first round draft pick. And you're going to be set up for life type of deal. Like I probably would have left college, but like my goal essentially, I would have went back and got my degree because I told myself that I would have a degree. One thing I knew in my heart of hearts, like I took a speaking class in college, and the professor was basically like, who knows what they're going to do when they grow up? Like when you get out of college, what are you going to do? What are you going to be? Who knows that at this point? Like people said whatever. And like, I'm not kidding you, in every ounce of every being that I am and the way I felt about it. And just like, I knew that something, like I was like, I'm going to the NFL. Like I felt it in my bones. Like I could feel it. And I'm not like, that's a huge risk or something to say in front of a class or whatever. And I probably look like a dipshit. But with that, I felt it, dude. Like I knew that I was going. Now, don't get me wrong. There was a crazy amount of hurdles. And when the draft came and I watched every single draft pick and I didn't get drafted and I went as a free agent, but I went somewhere. And when I went somewhere, then, and I'm not going to lie to you, dude, the first time when I went to the NFL, I was like, I hit my goal. I made my dream, right? I'm on a team. I have a locker in an NFL locker room. Like, I'm here. Training camp comes along. GM calls me to his office. He's like, we're going to let you go. It's a numbers game. Sorry. Dude, I cried. Like, it sucked. Like, I was like, this is everything I worked for forever. And, like, I just got released from a team. Now, going through the process, I continued to train. I continued to do whatever. And I continued to work my ass off. And once I did that, and then tried out for a couple different teams. And as I was doing that, I got signed that's when I got signed to the Bills. So when I got signed to the Bills, I started to see different people and peers around me that were in similar situations, guys that were actually becoming like starters in preseason and guys that were like really making a name for themselves. Just like the pressure was too much. They were like, I'm out. And I'd reach out to them like, what are you doing? And they're like, dude, I gotta make a name for myself. Like, you know, I had friends here in Enumclaw that not even necessarily finished high school, but had that working experience and were gaining momentum and starting their own business, right? And have made a insane, lucrative, crazy amount of money without even a high school degree that has in construction and like whatever, just because of the knowledge that they have and like
and the drive,
right? Yeah, no question. But to look back and know one thing that I learned in business and football and anything. A, it's going to take hard work. B, don't give up. Because as soon, like the guys that I saw give up, like when I talked to young cats that were going to the NFL, like, how'd you have so many years in the NFL? It's like, because I never gave up. And like each place you go is a new opportunity, right? And if a team wants you, you're going to go there and make the best of every opportunity you have. So, you know, I tell people a lot of times that when I made it back to Seattle, it was a game changer for me because I knew where I was. I knew the roads. I knew where I was going. I knew the ins and outs of things. Where in St. Louis, dude, I didn't know my head from my ass. Like, I didn't know anything. So not only are you in a new place where you don't know anything, but you got to learn your way around.
That would be rough.
Dude, you got to learn your way around. You got to learn a playbook. You got to learn a system. Yeah. You got to, not to say that you don't got to learn a playbook and learn a system in Seattle, but at least you're comfortable where you're at. Right. And that's just for me anyways. Buffalo, I excelled in Buffalo. It was great in Buffalo. But it's still, you're learning those things as you go. So it's a lot to learn and a lot to do. But my advice is just like, you got to keep pushing.
So was it taking a risk? Would you consider what you did focusing on the NFL that you were taking a risk?
Looking back on it, I look back on it as a double-edged sword. Like, I'm very happy that I was able to reach my goal of going to the NFL. Very. Like,
sure.
Not many people do. Like, the statistics on it are crazy if you look them up. It's like,
oh, it's insane.
It's 10,000 people ever.
Yeah, and
ever.
Yeah.
That have played in an NFL game.
Right.
Like, ever. I think that they did that at like preseason this year. They showed the statistics. But to not set myself up for after the fact is a hard pill to swallow. And granted, I run a successful company.
Sure.
Like, I'm lucky in that sense, and and we do really well. But I could have done things a lot differently to set myself up a lot better, especially when I was playing.
Right.
So
So you're saying that it was a risk, but with with the business aspect, you wish you could have. Basically, what you're saying is that you wish you could have focused differently on your on what your degree would have been. That was the riskier part, but at the same time, you hit your goal of.
I have no regrets on that. I have no regrets on that. I have none because I got to do what I got to do. You got to do. Go ahead.
Well, no. Wrap that. I got another.
No, I just was able to. I was able to do something that not a lot of people can do, and I'm grateful for that. So grateful for that.
That's good.
At the same time, it's going into the real world is a whole different animal.
Oh, I'm sure.
And you can look back and see, like for instance, when I was in college, my buddy that I'm referring to was driving like a brand new F-150 at the time, and I'm like in like a beat up car in college, right? Now, granted, we ended up meeting up where we were as far as vehicles and life and this and that, but
see, that's the thing. I'm not saying everyone's that way, but I've noticed just like the board game life, you can spin and you can either go left and get the easy road. You're not like getting into debt with your finances of like going to college.
I played that not long ago.
Or you go right, and then you become like a doctor, or physician, whatever, and you get a little more money, but you have to pay a little bit more in tuition. It's like if you want to make money right now, go left. If you want to take some time and not get out there, so
I played that game not long ago, but didn't read the directions beforehand.
And how'd you do?
I mean, I took the hard road.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
But there's a point in the game, and it's just like with the game of life, it's just real life, that. If you grind in anything, you're gonna do it. It's gonna be harder without a degree. It's gonna be harder to do some things, but it really comes down to experience. If you're willing to learn, that's a huge thing.
That's the biggest thing.
Is if you're willing to learn, you go in there and think you know everything, you're not going to get that far. But if you're sitting there asking questions and asking dumb questions, and then ask that same dumb question maybe once or twice, don't keep asking the same dumb question over and over. But just got to go figure it out. And you grind it out hard, and you sacrifice. You work those night shifts. You work those swing shifts. You can set yourself up to live pretty comfortably by your mid-30s.
That's the problem, though. How many
30s.
people want to put in that grind?
Well, it's either you're putting in the grind at college and putting in the grind afterwards, or either way, it's a grind in my opinion.
No, I agree.
It's either going to be now or later.
I love that candy.
It's a good candy. Here, I got a question for you. Okay, so I am getting into baseball, football, basketball, but mostly baseball card collecting. Pokemon brought me in because I found a bunch of my kids' Pokemon crap.
Okay.
Right? And now I'm like, I found my old baseball cards from when I was a kid. My Griffies, my Bo Jacksons.
You better
all that
sell
stuff.
them. That stuff's not going to hang on that long. I just watched the dude on it.
Okay, well, I'm glad. Was it the same guy that said snow burns?
Look it up, asshat.
Was it the 5G coronavirus snow that was burning?
Look up. You're the biggest conspiracist I've ever met. So don't throw shade at me, bro.
Anyway, I'm getting in on it. So I started looking up autographs because I have a couple autographs. Got a Steve Largent autograph. Got a Sean Kemp autograph. I don't have a Griffey one. I got a Jim Lefevre one. I got a Casey Kane one. I would love to get a Griffey one. I'll see if I get a Griffey one. That'd be great. Anyway, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just curious at this point. I'm gonna see if there's a Joey Hollenbeck like those college cards they had way back in the day. They still have them.
Really?
And to see if there's any signatures out there. Maybe you had a McDonald's Cougar football thing. I couldn't find one, but weird. I did find a piece of paper. There's someone out there that
selling it.
Yes,
selling my autograph.
Google it. Everyone, Google it right now. You'll see it at some point or another. There was a collector out there that had a Joey Hollenbeck 66 autograph just floating around out there. So look up Joey Hollenbeck autograph. And I was going to ask you, do you remember signing a piece of paper for somebody or
I
perhaps...
can tell you if it's real or not right now. If I can find it or if you can find it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, that's me. That's definitely my signature.
Isn't that hilarious?
Oh, 1995?
Yeah.
Jump on it. You guys... That thing Index card, authentic.
Authentic index card. But I was going to ask you, do you remember what's like? Would you be at camps or something, and someone come up and say, "Hey, could you autograph this or what?"
Yeah, we always used to. We'd have to sit there and sign autographs.
Like what? Wait, what do you mean? We had to like what?
The team.
So like they would just get in a huddle together, like at
no, it'd be like if we were. There was times that we went to like Spokane and did like a practice or like a scrimmage at like Joe Albee Stadium amongst each other. And then afterwards, it was just like a meet and greet type deal afterwards. And so kids would come up with all their Cougar stuff. And then same thing in like St. Louis, we did that, and all the fans could come and get your autograph. And then, well, actually, when I was playing in Denver, it was in our contract that after the game, at home games, we had to come
stick around.
We had to go into the locker room. You take off your pads, or you could stay out there or whatever, but you had to be out within a certain amount of time, and then you had to sign for like 20 minutes in our contract in the arena.
Really?
Yeah.
Did anyone kind of blow that off, or did everyone stick to it?
No, everybody stuck to it. You had to. It was in our contract.
That's cool. And so when you were signing stuff, did they make any, like, even for it wasn't the Arena League? Did they have like little pennants you'd sign, or like little posters, or
they all had programs or whatever, different gear, and you had like dude, I'm telling you right now that the fans in the Arena League were awesome. They were crazy.
I feel like they would be dedicated. Like
they were super dedicated, and like they'd have pictures of you like randomly that they took or they found of you or like whatever, and so what you did was walk around the arena, and so everybody would come down and stand at the boards.
And then you'd sit there and just sign autographs.
Just sign autographs and chat with the fans and whatever. It's a great marketing tool because you can bring, that makes people want to come back.
Yeah.
Right?
Did anyone afterwards or did you in other cities? Did you go kind of like hang out with some fans? Did you ever?
Here and there if people knew you?
Yeah.
But it was like a home game deal.
It's a home game deal for the most. That was the contract part.
Yeah.
Do you know if there's any like Panini or like Tops or like Mother's Cookies like players card of you like in a Cougar uniform or anything like that?
Not that I know of. I got some photos of me that was on or was supposed to be, and I've never seen the actual magazine, but it was a photo for the cover of a magazine, and they sent it to me, and it's a great photo.
Did you ever make the cover of like a program?
I'll get you one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that. I'll take an autograph one of those. You're always asking me what you can bring me to hang up for you. I'll take anything at this point.
What are you going to give me to hang up?
I already got your Wazoo Joy Hollenbeck little lanyard over there.
Oh, yeah, a placard?
Yeah.
That was from, what was that from? The men's night.
Men's night. Yeah, it's men's night. Men's night at Poe Diamonds.
You stole it from me.
You hung it up there and you said...
No, you took it right off my neck.
You said, I just ripped it right off.
Yeah, like it was a gold chain. Like I was a rapper.
So I've asked this question too. I don't know if I've asked you this though. If you weren't in doing what you're doing now, and we won't even say NFL either, like what would you want to be doing?
As I get old, that's the reason why I was asking this, because as I get older, I see things that when you're young, it's hard to predict like what you're going to be good at necessarily, right?
Right.
Business, I think, like business side of it for me is like, I'm always thinking too. I'm always trying to come up with like a new invention. I'm always trying to come up with a new business. I'm always trying to come up with like something, like all the time. Every day. I think about it every day, like something new, And so I don't know. Maybe it's just an entrepreneur. I don't know. Like, but definitely something on the business side of it. I would wish I was more school smart, or don't get me wrong. Like I feel like I got a great degree, but it's just not real practical. I mean, it was something that I loved at the time, but it's like I'm not an athletic director or a coach or, and I have been not an athletic director, but coaching. But I mean, that's the field, of what I graduated in, leadership and different things like that. But do it all over again, I would have probably done engineering, like construction engineering, or like a full business, like, and probably taken it. If I wasn't going to the NFL, I probably would have went
straight to.
No, I probably would have tried to get my master's and like kept going, like it just,
Yeah.
I mean, education can't take away.
You can't.
can't.
Except when you start burning books. Amazon burning books right now. I mean, like all these people. Just
What are you talking about?
I'm just kidding. Just getting set again. So.
What, you got another question for me? I got one for you too.
Okay. So I thought of you again the other day.
Weird.
I was going through. I was at a Fred Meyer buying baseball card packs.
Throw it in the shower.
They're super hard to get too. Baseball card packs are sold out like everywhere. Like people are like buying them out. They're buying them out because it's such a huge thing right now.
Yeah.
And there's this kid there. And there's a when I say a kid, he was like probably like 19.
Please tell me it's like the kid that you met like in the line at the Rainier.
No.
Does he still stalk you?
No, I haven't texted him forever.
I should say
what up to him though. Thanks. Actually, I'm gonna say what up to him. What up? I forgot his name though, but we're saying what up. He probably listens to this thing and goes like, "Oh man, they're making fun of me." The jerk. He made the list. That guy.
Just a picture of you and me on his mirror.
Brushing his teeth violently, staring at us. So this kid was like the most rudest customer service kid ever. But
those buying the baseball cards?
No, that I was buying them from. I'm like, hey, you guys got any baseball cards? And it was like right behind him. And I knew he had them, but like the way he like kind of like was like kind of like blew me off. And I'm like, what up with that? Like, so anyway, I just whatever.
Did you bow up on him?
Nah,
did you flex a little bit?
19.
I know, but did you flex a little bit? And just be like, do you think you would have done that to me?
I think it would have been asked you tips because I asked him. I said, I go, hey, how's your day going? Like, I try to like figure out what's going on in people's lives.
So you pussed out.
No, I'm not going to freaking flex on a 19-year-old. I figured he's got something else going on in his life, and I said, hey, what's going on in the rest of your life? Kind of thing. Hey, what's going on? And he's like, I'm just stressed right now. And I'm like, what are you stressed on? And he goes, tomorrow, like. I'm helping be an offensive line coach. I'm an offensive line coach for like Rainier Christian schools. And I'm like...
You just gave him my phone number.
I said, here, this guy will help you.
Just a random dude. Hello.
Yeah, so I almost dropped this guy. I'm like, I almost texted you and was like, hey, would you be willing to help this kid out?
Yeah, why was he so stressed?
Because the guy was like, seriously, no joke, 5'5", and like maybe $180. Like he was...
So he wasn't a lineman.
No, and he's like, yeah.
He didn't know what he was doing.
He didn't. But I think he got the opportunity. He likes football, and he can't play anymore because I think he's 19. He graduated, and so somehow or another he went to.
Is he the head coach?
No, just the offensive line coach, he said.
O-line coach.
O-line coach. Actually, he said both. He said O-line and D-line coach. Which,
well, yeah, it's a small school.
Yeah, I mean, that probably are that way. So
he's a little stressed out.
He was looking stressed. I think he lied on the resume. I think now he's like, oh crap!
No, seriously, I was a 4-year starter
in the Rec Flag Football League. But yeah, no. So I almost gave him your. Do I have permission next time to give him your number? If I see the guy
to that exact same guy.
Yeah, I mean, if I run into
just
someone,
some random person though.
Well, no, I'm just saying like
just random call with me. Hello.
If I randomly find somebody that's going to be an O-line coach
that
looks like needs some help,
yes,
I'm cool with just like, hey. I know a guy.
I'll refer him to you to show him the pass set.
The what?
The pass set.
Oh, the pass set guy. Nice drawing over there. That's a good flower.
I'm a doodler when I'm focused.
Yeah, I heard you're a doodler. You like to doodle.
Tell me this.
Yeah,
if you could
fight anyone,
buy one franchise, no matter what it was, and put it any place, anywhere. Just one. Not 50 of them. Just one franchise. What would it be?
McDonald's.
You think so? Yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong with McDonald's.
I thought you meant sports.
No. I'm talking about a real deal franchise, which is McDonald's. Like, and I was thinking about this yesterday and today, even a little bit.
I
like,
go McDonald's.
To think about it, like you could drop a McDonald's anywhere and it'll be packed.
Yeah.
Or a Chick-fil-A. Or like what?
Yeah,
where are you at?
That's a good idea. Well, I'd probably buy the Ram at this point. Here, the Ram went out of business. They're selling everything. The Ram.
Really?
Yeah. Selling everything.
Right. And why would you buy a Ram if they're going out of business?
Just because then I could like liquidate and then.
That's not a good move, Trav.
Franchise. Are we going restaurants? Are we going
like you franchise anything?
Okay.
You can't franchise anything. Like you can't franchise Starbucks. They won't do it. You can't franchise like Cheesecake Factory. You can't franchise In-N-Out. Like there's certain things that just don't franchise. They keep it in family. But there's other franchises. Like you could franchise like...
Dude, Chick-fil-A is not a bad idea. I'll go Chick-fil-A.
You can franchise Chick-fil-A, but where would you put it?
Anywhere.
Enumclaw?
Anywhere, and people will.
Would you drop one in Enumclaw?
Yeah.
You think it would be as packed as everywhere else?
I would.
What would you put if you had a franchise?
I'd probably
in
go
Enumclaw?
Covington.
There's already one in Covington.
There is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there is. I've been to that one. I'd probably put 2 in Covington. Really blow people's minds.
There's not that many nice people in Covington. They're so nice. They're so nice there. Yeah. I went there a while back and grabbed lunch for my daughters and was bringing it over to them. And like the lady, they were like, it was probably like 3 minutes. The most awkward 3 minutes of my life. Like literally, I'm sitting at the window and the lady's like, "So how are you? How's your day going?" Like they're super nice. Yeah. Like it's great. It's great customer service, but it's just like awkward. Like, good. How about you? It's great. Big plans today? Just grabbing some lunch for my daughters. Oh. What else you got going today? I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
I don't know. Red Robin. I'd want to go to a place I could walk in and just like steak dinner. Like not that, but like just like I just sit down and eat. Yeah. Like in Vegas, when I went to Vegas, a great steakhouse was at the Circus. It was so good.
I told you the steakhouse to go to.
Yeah, Golden Nugget.
Yeah, that's rated the best steakhouse in Vegas. Do you know that?
No.
Did you look it up?
Well, I looked up Hugo's Cellars.
You can't go wrong with a steakhouse in Vegas. I mean, Circus is sketch.
Listen,
but I would think Golden Nugget would be sketch too.
Mike said it. I was like, okay, I want to trust Mike. He said it's and then I told my wife that. My wife's like, oh yeah, we went there when my brother lived in Vegas. He said this is like you go to Circus. That's where you go to get steaks. Like it's crazy. So you go there.
Cheap? Or
No,
not for a good steak.
No, and it was mafia. Dim lights, sat down, just music playing. Grown men coming up to grown men. Like I'm talking like people in their 40s and their 50s that are dressed to the nines.
What'd you drink?
I had 2 old fashions.
Oh, my man.
And then I had the garlic mashed potatoes with the steak, and then
what kind of steak?
I got a ribeye.
How many ounces?
12, maybe 12 ounce.
Rookie.
But my wife got my wife bought a.
You mean 24, right?
I don't know. It's massive. I ate the whole thing.
The 12 is so big.
No, but my wife got a. What's the thing like you
pork chop?
No. Same type of thing.
Pork loin?
Prime rib. She got a prime rib.
Okay.
And they said, "You want to go thin cut?" And that's a 12 ounce, or a thick cut. And she said, "Just go thin. That's fine, you know." And I swear, someone missed
calculated the cut.
Yes, bad. And her prime rib was huge compared to mine. Like I thought mine was big, but it was massive. It was definitely not thin.
Did you finish it all?
We couldn't finish the prime rib. I tried.
Did you hit Fremont afterwards?
Before that.
Have you ever ordered a mixed drink on Fremont Street?
Like a cocktail? Like yes. like an old fashioned?
A cocktail. No, or like a vodka soda or anything like that?
No. This beer's usually.
Dude.
I'm doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong.
Mistake number 5. Hold on. Let me this.
You're doing it wrong. I was there with Kevin. We were there for the construction expo.
Yeah.
And we were there and we were playing roulette at some like little.
The D?
Just some podunk. Like whatever. You know how Fremont is.
Yeah. Binions.
And like, you know, you can walk up to any like vendor, like you can order a cocktail.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm pretty sure that like a fifth of vodka went into both of our, like a fifth was gone after 2 drinks. And they're like, whatever, $12 or whatever. And it was like New Amsterdam or something. We didn't care till the next day. But
yeah, I'm sure you didn't. Yeah. Well, I would probably get McDonald's as a franchise.
Franchise, huh? Honestly, that's not a stupid choice. Like if you look at any McDonald's you've ever driven past, there's always people there. Always.
Yeah. Even with a double drive-thru.
I know people that own like the McDonald's franchise and they're loaded.
You ever tell your kids, or you're like, hey, you know when I used to go to McDonald's, they only had a single drive-thru? You remember that? The single drive-thru, even double drive-thrus are just absolutely packed.
I legit think that I've only taken my kids to McDonald's maybe twice in their life. Where
so you don't love your kids? That is what you're saying. Okay, I got you.
No, I do love my kids. That's why I'm not taking them ever to eat fake meat and chicken nuggets and whatever. The McFlurries are on point though.
They actually are, but I'm a big You can't go wrong with Dairy Queen when it comes to ice cream stuff. Like Dairy Queen is like, but the peanut butter parfait.
Cold eats, hot treats.
Oh, dude, hook it up to my veins.
Or is it cold treats, hot eats?
Either way, good, fresh. I absolutely love it. My ideal fast food. If I could drive to one spot.
This is actually a good conversation because I know you're a fast food connoisseur.
I am. If I could go to one spot where it had the whole menu of all the different things out there, here's what I would buy. Okay? And this is a double meal.
Off the menu? Is that what you're saying?
Off the menu, but it's got like the menu has every fast food option in front of me.
No.
Yeah. I'm combining stuff. Like I'm like
from like Burger King to McDonald's.
Yeah,
like
I'm grabbing the Burger King onion rings. Absolutely.
Dude, the Whopper's the best.
The Whopper is good. The Whopper is I'd probably go with the Whopper for the burger. I do like the fish fillet.
Hold on. Speaking of the Whopper, I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
I got bet one time in high school, my younger years of high school, that I couldn't eat. I said, I'm so hungry I could eat 5 Whoppers. They're like, you could not eat 5 Whoppers. Crushed 5 Whoppers. 5.
5 of them?
5.
Wow. That is impressive. I am impressed by that.
I didn't feel real good afterwards because I just took in 9,000 calories, but
look at you now.
I did it.
And you have to go keto for the rest of your life. So I'm going to go with dude, I'm so hungry right now. Now we're talking about this. Like, I love the beef soft taco at Taco Time.
It's the best. Double beef, though.
Ooh.
You know what I've been doing?
You can order that?
Absolutely. Double beef? Dude, double beef, double ranch.
Double ranch?
Double beef, double ranch, soft taco.
Hold on. Mistake number 6.
Double beef, double ranch, soft taco. Just try it. It's amazing. Now what I do is get the, which I had like last week, is the taco salad, no chips, double beef, ranch. It's dynamite. It's the same thing minus tortilla.
Yeah, you just can't have any of the bread.
Yeah, it's great.
All right. Well, I'm down on that. I did like the Taco Bell Mexi fries, the Mexi nuggets, back 10 years ago when they were seasoned and they were absolutely delicious.
I bet you haven't had Taco Bell since 2000.
Well, then you missed out. Then mistake number 4 for you. And then when it comes to drink,
no, I did not miss out because normally there's not a bathroom close enough after I smell Taco Bell.
What's your fountain drink of choice? It has to be a fountain drink.
Yeah.
And
want to know what it is?
I'm guessing Fanta or orange.
Me?
But, yeah.
No. Taco Time. They got the little dispenser.
Yeah.
Diet Dr. Pepper cherry with that sweet ice.
Are you putting it together?
No, it's just they give you the
one?
option.
Wow.
It's like the computerized thing, technology.
Oh,
bro.
yeah. I know you're talking about where it's got like the 80 different things.
Yeah.
Well, for me, then, it's the Coke Vanilla. I like the Coke Vanilla. I like Coke Vanilla.
You're a Pepsi guy, though.
I'm a big Pepsi guy.
Ooh, snaps, you're a Pepsi guy.
I'm a huge Pepsi guy.
Who has a Pepsi fountain anywhere? Can you tell me?
Like the Rainiers game? I don't know. Like
now the cool thing is that Coke's telling everybody not to be so white. So
okay, we're avoiding this. We are avoiding this. Anyway, let's see what else we got going on over here. Okay, so
we need some comedy. Let's go. Come on, you're the comedian. Bitch.
I feel like we've been funny.
Oh,
I feel like we've been funny.
Fuck, we can get a lot
okay,
funnier.
fine. I'll tell you this right now. You want to hear this crazy story?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, so here's a Vegas
Do I have
story.
a choice?
Yeah, no. I was playing at Top Golf.
Oh, I love Top Golf. There needs to be a Top Golf around here.
They do have one around here.
No, they don't.
It's like in Renton or Federal Way.
They're putting one in Renton.
No, they got one here. Kirkland, at least.
No, it's not. Look it up.
I'll bet you $1,000 that there's one. No, let's not do that.
All right. Okay.
No,
so you owe me $1,200 then.
No. By the way, anyway, so I get an Uber because we're gonna go to Suncoast. My friends are begging me to go to Suncoast. Got to go to Suncoast. In fact, one of my friends' dads works as a security person at Suncoast, and so I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll check it out. I didn't know where Suncoast was at. Suncoast was like a $30 Uber ride. It was like 20 minutes away. I could not believe how far away this freaking casino was.
Where'd you go? Where was it?
Suncoast. It's like way off. It's like way off the strip. Anyway, my friends recommended me to go there. So I'm like, all right, done with Top Golf. Get this Uber. This guy pulls up, and huge dude, huge white dude, huge guy, in a car that's like 2 times too small for him. Like she might as well be driving that Spark that I have out in the yard, out in the driveway. We get in. He's having a conversation over the phone, and on the screen it says T-Mobile. So I'm assuming he's talking to a T-Mobile rep. The guy is actually very polite, pretty polite on the other side. This guy's mad though. The driver is mad. The driver is like yelling, speaking very sternly to the guy. Fine, then I guess I'll just deactivate my phone. Fine, phone's deactivated. Phone is deactivated, and I'm not paying the bill. Sounds good. I guess we're all on the same page. Again, I'm thinking he's talking to this T-Mobile guy. T-Mobile guy's like, well, sir, you're going to still need to have to, I don't think we need to take it that far, but I don't think we really have accomplished anything.
You're listening to this whole combo.
Yeah, over the phone. We're getting in the back seat, and this guy's stern. He goes, well, I'm not paying the bill. Not going to happen. So I think we're done. We're good. We're good here. He goes, we're not good. We're not good. So this guy is driving now. Like this guy's not just like sitting there. He's now turning on. So he's got Vegas traffic.
You and Jamie are in the back.
Yeah, we got Vegas traffic all around, and he's just like jamming, yelling. At this point, the guy's like, okay, well, I don't know if we've really accomplished anything, but I just wanted to let you know that it'd be nice. I don't maybe I don't have to call and talk to her and hear her voice, but a few texts like every other week would be great. I just really miss. So now it's like, oh, wait a second, this isn't some T-Mobile rep. These guys, this is like an ex and like somebody involved with a kid that wants to hear the voices, and so like me and Jamie are looking at each other like, wow, this guy's having this verbal.
You just got a yard of margarita in between your legs. You looking at Jamie. This is so weird.
This is awkward. And so then this guy's like,
you, mama, papa.
He's like, Frank. I've got customers. And he's like, well, I just would really like to talk to you. I feel like you're interrupting me right now, but I'd really like to talk to her. Frank, I have customers. And he's like, Frank, now I know who this guy is. Frank's like, I feel like you're interrupting me right now, but, wait, you said you have customers? And he's like, yeah, I have customers. We're talking about personal things. I should get going. And he's like, well, I'm very sorry. I didn't know that you had customers. And then you heard a girl's voice on the other side that was like whispering. And he's like, oh, so she is there. Oh, so Paula's directing this conversation now. This is the driver. Oh, so Paula's directing the conversation now. Okay, I see. Before she couldn't talk because she wasn't available. And he like hangs up and then just
gooses it.
Now I'm like sitting there.
You? Now I'm scared.
Butthole tight.
You? Margarita gone.
And this guy
took the lanyard margarita off my neck, set it on the floor.
I'm doing the whole like peer over the shoulder to see how fast this big dude's going, 85, 90, and he's just slamming through the freeway. I got to Suncoast within like 12 minutes. They said a 20-minute destination. It was 12. We got there fast. But
why did you go off the strip?
Because the guys, if you were not on your freaking phone,
no, I'm listening.
The
guy said that this is the place to go.
Yeah, one of my buddies did.
Well, I was just making sure.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was.
Half listening.
No, I wasn't.
Half listening. Anyway, so I get there and get out of the car, and my wife's like, are you going to tip him? Are you going to rate him? Like, that guy was talking personal conversation. That guy almost killed us. I thought I was going to die. And I said, I'll give him a 5. Give him a $5 tip, and give a 5-star. She's like, why would you give him a 5-star? I'm like, everyone has a bad day. That guy's just having a bad day. I can't rate him off of that. Yeah, so there you go.
So nice.
Earned my wings.
And you left him with your margarita glass.
I left him with my margarita.
Yardo margarita.
Yardarita.
What was your drink of choice? No pool time, huh?
No. My wife and I like to sit. No pool time. It was closed. Just to sit down and just like.
Talk me through. Talk me through one day.
Okay.
Vegas. Right. So you land. Okay, you land. Obviously, you go ham night one. Right?
Yeah, we were out like super early. Went to bed like every night, like 9:30 p.m. sleeping.
What?
And then we slept. We actually got 2 queens. So we didn't even.
What do you guys in a Leave It to Beaver episode? Who goes to Vegas and gets two? Well, let's get the 2 queen room instead of the king size room,
dude.
Because that means that you can sleep in that bed with your knickers on, and I can sleep over here with my full set of pajamas on too.
Listen,
from head to toe, and then we'll wake up in the morning and we'll have tea and crumpets, and we'll send a postcard to the kids, and then we can what are you talking about? Nobody goes to Vegas with their loved one and gets a double queen bed.
We did.
What the hell are you doing?
We did.
Please tell me you didn't sleep.
We did. We slept. I had my own bed. She had her own bed. Sure, we had the love making. We had, who cares about that happens? But it was so nice just to spread out my own queen and just it was great. And she enjoyed it. But that,
you and she enjoyed it.
No, she was the one that wanted it. She was cool with it too. Here's the thing though.
Just you.
Mistake number 7 was that when someone has a bed to themselves, they tend to want to sleep in longer. When you got someone farting in the bed next to you, ice cold feet, kind of moving it around the bed, you're like, let's just get up and let's just start our day. But when you're by yourself, just sleeping, it's your own farts, your own ice cold feet. Who cares? You're like, this is heaven. And so we did. We slept into 9:30 and 10. So we were sleeping for 12 hours in Vegas at a time. We probably slept.
So you flew to Vegas to sleep.
Just to sleep. I could have done it in Leavenworth for way cheaper. But what I'm saying is
No, you couldn't. Leavenworth's expensive.
Probably. Well, cheaper for gamble. There's a gamble in Leavenworth. That's where that was the great equalizer. So.
Are you not having beer?
No, I'm not having. No, I'm a little nervous about my belly button. I'm dead serious.
What are you talking about?
I ate and
What's wrong with
drank.
your belly button?
It's hurting.
Hurting?
Oh yeah, I think
because it's going from an innie to an outie, bro.
I think I have a little hernia going, and I'm afraid to go to the doctor. It hurts. It hurts because my gut's expanding because of COVID. I'm saying that right now, but I've also been drinking a ton. Sponsored by a freaking brewery doesn't help, and then coming back from Vegas where I just gorged myself with food.
It's the glitter beer. And it still hasn't came out.
Oh, yet. Dude, I'm telling you, and like right at my belly button, it's just there's so much pain. I feel like I think I have a hernia.
Pain?
It hurts.
Hernia is normally in your
It's on the outie. It's right on the edge of the. It hurts. I think I'm getting a tear.
Isn't a hernia from lifting heavy things and stuff like that? I don't know for sure. I'm asking.
Well, I think it's my guts getting heavier.
That's not, bro. Because you're about ready to convert from an innie to an outie on your button.
On your button?
On your button, mama. Papa,
mama,
I mean.
Papa. It is. I'm like a freaking. It's a rowdy outie. We're almost there.
Just a flat. What happened to his belly button?
Belly button. It's just popped out. It's a freaking in a. Anyway, I got to wrap this puppy up. Everyone.
Thanks for listening to Travis' belly button story. Thanks for listening to the comeback tour.
The comeback tour is going hard. It's going hot. It's going hard and hot.
It's going to keep going.
Yeah, forever and ever. Thank you guys. Hit up Patreon. Hit up Joey. Message him any questions. Message me any questions.
Hey, be on the lookout for some cooking shows.
Oh, yeah. We got to figure that out next, too. That's a good idea. And appreciate you guys. Have a great week. Take care.
Peace.
Hollerin of Hollenbeck.
Holleback. Joey Hollenbeck.